I was told so many stories, and I kept them in my stomach. Lies, the truth, fake smiles, of blood money. I lost cause at a loss for words, trying to keep my tone down. What I'm saying's absurd, unusual, the context unique. Buried in the depths of metaphorical speech, a hidden message. Pull the infinite strings, reconnect the ends, and pretend to justify.
Right, watch out. Trying to get this done with the minimum of downtime to the videos. Obviously what I'm here to do, I'm most interested in is getting back on the fighter build. That's what I want, that's what the garage is about. Well, you know what the garage is about. This stuff, this is just a makeover. Just to answer a few of the questions. So many people have said, when are you getting back to the fighter build, or when are you getting back to business? Honestly, we planned this for 3 months, I would imagine. Measuring the units, measuring the size of this place, dealing with the cockeyed nature of the walls, which none of which are straight, or the floor, trying to work it all out so that it fits in straight away without any messing about. And as you can see, I'm going to show you at the end some of the discrepancies. You can't see it on this wide angle setting, but in that back corner where the box is, where the Delboy's garage sign is, the bottom of that gap back there is 2 inches narrower than the top. Go figure, builders for you. That's the way it goes, especially when it's a garage. They don't have to show much consideration for building a garage straight. So I'm dealing with all that. The downtime's going to be, hopefully it was meant to be 2 weeks. And in terms of working day job between it all, I am pretty much getting there. So all I've got to do today is get the benches dealt with. As you can see, these 2 benches on this side are going to be my main workspace, this major workstation. I wanted to shift the workspace over to the side of the garage. We're going to have a Q&A at the end. So all the questions you might want to ask, when this is finished, we'll have a Q&A. You can ask those questions and we will answer them all. So you'll completely understand why we've done this the way we have, including putting all that on that side of the garage when there's a brick pier in the way. There's a perfectly logical explanation and we will tell you. But for today, I'm going to get stuck into the benches. I've got to paint them grey and put the steel tops on them. The steel just arrived 10 minutes ago, so I've got to hump that in the garage and store it. Get it cut to size so it's ready to go straight on, because I don't want to be cutting steel and making sparks and grinding dust when that's got wet paint all over it. Think ahead. Best plans. Right, so there we are. It's enough waffle. Let's get stuck in.
Parallel, we're reading the same page. Turn days into literature, simple as loose change. It was perfect, or at least that's what I'm told. Courage is dead, spending my life fearing the cold. I was useless, feeling like dead weight, plain as day. Introducing when handshakes. Originality was spread across the board. Intricate self-worth, I'm searching for more. I swear rain doesn't fall on my fields. It takes a drought to avoid all the secrets that I concealed. Hidden within the dust-covered land behind the city. The street lights are dim and the fog is always walking with me. It's nothing new, my eyes adjusted to the scene. Flickering on and off, it's just the daily routine. I grab a hold of time, forcing not to leave. The weeds grow sporadic and my home is where I'm quarantined. Thinking less, move the top to where the fuel rests. Giving all I got to breathe life to the common sense. Moving the top to where the fuel rests. Giving all I got to breathe life to your silhouette. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Each one of us has our own destiny. A place where we come from and a place where we're going. Sometimes what we see or touch might be rough or rigid, like a wax painting a sound, stressed to fill the holes in the life we've been living. And each one of us has a story, different plots intertwined and connected. We pass in the street, but all we notice are the vibes that are reflected. Question is, do we take or deflect? It seems heavy, but when I roll my hands was steady. The whites of his eyes seen from the paper till I was ready. Frustration became more common than being calm and outcast. Walked in the motion of every song till it fades. I washed away the shades of color, peeled back the winter, bringing light to my summer. I spent the longest time trying to decide on who to be. My destiny manifests, my mind's in the open sea. See, I feel better when I'm alone. Escape my own past, creation of time zones I flipped. See my eyes focus on every trip. Reaching for the sky becomes harder with every hit till it clears. The smoke settles on all my fears. Rain drops and covers the remains of every tear that I flip. See my eyes focus on every trip. Reaching for the sky becomes harder with every hit. Every hit, every hit, every hit, every hit, every hit, every hit.
master of the sun. Memories falling on concrete, leaving all behind. Now you swear to be my enemy, victim of your cards. I'm running in the dark, I venture into nothing. Gone into the night, won't you come and hold my hand? Master of the sun, master of the sun. Master of the sun, memories falling on concrete, leaving you behind. King of silence in this reverie, victim of our cards. I'm running in the dark, I venture into nothing. Master of the sun, master of the sun.
There we go. Now, 5 days at it. That's been a 5-day install to do all that. The corner unit went in beautifully. I know I've cut the back panels and I know a lot of you said not to. Honestly, just getting on with it. The electrician would have cost hundreds of pounds to come back and start moving and fitting new electrics, and this stuff really cleaned out the savings. So that's it. I'm doing what I'm doing. If I really want to move in the future, those back panels are easily purchasable. They're about £27 to buy one of those, so it's not the end of the world if I want to buy another one. They are pegboards, they're going to get practically covered in stuff. These are all the pegs for them. These little, they slot into the holes, so there'll be so much stuff hung on them, it's not an issue, it really isn't. And thank you for all of your support and all of your messages of advice and guidance. I do definitely take it seriously. I don't just cast it off. But what we wanted to do was, we're going to do a bit of a Q&A with this, because there have been so many questions and so much support and so much love throughout the last 5 days or 4 videos, whatever it's been, I forget now. We really think that you should have your say. So we're going to pick 10 questions. If you want to send a question, we're going to do a video tomorrow, which is Sunday. That's the prize draw, the pink cancer fundraising welding helmet prize draw, as it were. The bidding's gone mad for that. We're absolutely blown away by that, so thank you. And we'll call out the results tomorrow in that video. Now, at the same time, in tomorrow's video, we will answer a little bit of a short mini Q&A, so we'll make it a little bit more watchable, a bit more interesting. But 10 questions is all we need, all right? So if it's got to be on this, so 10 questions, obviously not from each of you. If you have a question about this, many of you are asking, why didn't I put that long straight run on this side? Perhaps now that I've finished and the benches are in, you can see why. These long benches, I wanted that fantastic long run of work surface with a clear wall behind it, without cabinets sticking out, banging my head and so on. I wanted that space for welding, fabricating and everything else. There's that one practically answered. You can see that because the length of that length would not have gone on that side because of that annoying brick pier up there, and also there's the shape of the building, so we'll come to all that. This garage is more cockeyed than the house that Jack built. It truly is. It's all over the place. There's no two measurements the same. The garage is 2 inches wider at the front than it is at the back. It's just outrageous. But then garages are like that. Builders don't take the care over making a garage that they would take over a kitchen, because they know that units not dissimilar to this go in a kitchen, so they have to be roughly straight. But in a garage, you stick your car in it, it's not an issue, so they don't bother, and that's what we've had to deal with. But this was about 3-4 weeks of actual measuring and planning. It was a couple of months in the concept and the idea of what we wanted to do. Went searching for the right company, the right equipment, the right brand, and the right level of quality, the right quality equipment that's going to last me a lifetime, because this ain't going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. This garage is permanent. That's it. I can't move that. That stuff's properly built in, and it's going to hopefully serve. So anyway, that's a lot of waffle. That's the end of this video. This has been the most fun that we've done for a long time. It's been an absolute joy to do all this. I know you can't really see it. It's rather stunning, but you do have questions. I'm aware of that. So if you have a question, we'll pick the best 10, the most relevant 10, the most common 10 if you like, and we'll answer them tomorrow in the prize draw video. There we go. So as the old saying goes, thanks for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. We'll see you tomorrow.